Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out my channel. My channel, well, it's all about crochet. Sometimes I talk about yarn or something fun that's happening in this great yarning community. You just never know what we're going to talk about. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back, spending a little bit of your Thursday with me. And there's just going to be a little bit because I just got one little thing to tell you. I don't normally do videos on Thursdays, but you guys, I had to come on today because I'm so proud of myself. If you've been watching, and I know a lot of you have been, and I appreciate all of you, my granddaughter Carson, a week ago, Wednesday night, late, like 9:30, sent me a text and said, Nina, can you make me this? And I said, of course I can make you this. She had been out shopping with her mom. She saw a sweater. She says, my Nina can make that better. So we texted back and forth about colors and what she wanted. And I started it Thursday morning. And I finished it yesterday afternoon, you guys. Ta-da! Cute little cropped cardigan for my granddaughter. And look how cute that bottom edge is. Now, I did kind of follow a pattern, and then I kind of didn't follow a pattern. And if you've been following along, you know, this is the basic recipe of the Kimberly Cardigan. It's a paid-for pattern on Ravelry, and my brain just shut off, and I can't remember the name of the... Oh, why do I do this to myself? I want to tell you the name of the designer because, listen, everything I mention, I try to remember to put in the description box below. So there's links to like Ravelry links or YouTube pages. They're all in my description box below. If I don't remember to do that, call me out on it. Let me know, and I'll try to add the links back in, okay? Okay, so the Kimberly Cardigan is by, oh yeah, I don't remember how to say her name. Neo Tshambani. I'm going to put it down here because I don't want to butcher anybody's name. Anyway, this is a cardigan done in DK weight. CrochetEssentials.com is the website. It's a size inclusive pattern from extra small to 5X. So I took the basic, I took the stitch pattern, and I took the basic measurements. This is the back. I wanted to show you the back because I think you can see the stitch pattern better this way. So I did this in panels, and it's super easy to do in panels. So where I modified it is, first of all, if you noticed in the picture, it's a long duster. Well, I cropped it off because she wanted a shorter one. She didn't want a long cardigan. She wanted something short. And then I also, instead of making the edge flat like she does, I left it scalloped. And instead of flattening it out, to finish it, I just did a single crochet in every stitch across, so it defined that little wavy bottom to give you the little scalloped bottom. On the front, her panels are straight down. It's still a cute silhouette, but the picture that Carson sent had a little bit of a V, so I V'd the front panel just by starting with a shorter row here and then increasing until I got it to the size that the panel is supposed to be, and then continued down. Then I gave it a couple of rows of single crochets on the edge just to finish it, and same thing on the bottom of this one. Instead of finishing it off flat like she does, I just single crocheted in each of the stitch to give it that little scalloped edge at the bottom. Sleeves, same thing. Didn't finish them off flat, left them with that little bit of flare with a little bit of scalloped edge. So it's basically the recipe. I just didn't do the finishing the way she did, and I didn't do it as long as she did. But I love this. I love the color combination with this dark teal and this soft sage green. This is, well, it's actually called medium green. Ecru, and it's taupe, but I call this camel color. The yarn I used, unfortunately, is discontinued. It is the Ultra Mellow Spun DK by Mary Maxim. It is a DK weight. I used a 5mm, is it 5mm? I used everything that the 4.5mm hook, as recommended in the pattern. I used, I want to say 2.5 to 3 balls of each color, and there's 174 yards in one of these. I was lucky enough to have a really great subscriber friend send me a bunch of this. Plus I had a bunch that I had hoarded when they were discontinuing it and getting rid of it, and I jumped on it and bought a whole bunch. I love this yarn. I am so disappointed that they don't make this version of the Mellow Spun anymore. The difference is the current Mellow Spun by Mary Maxim is 100% acrylic. This one is 70 acrylic, 30 nylon, and that nylon adds one to the springiness of it, of the I don't know, the bounciness of it, but it also adds an extra softness factor that I don't know. I have this because I was thinking about making my other granddaughter one of these in one of this, and this is Peyton's Beehive Baby. It's really pretty color, and I picked this up on clearance at Michael's, and this is the same thing. It's where did it go? I want to say it's, yeah, this is 70 acrylic, 30 nylon. So these are basically the same yarns. This one's a little bit smaller. This is a sport weight instead of a DK weight, but it's the same concept, and you can feel how similar these are. Again, something that was bought on clearance. I don't know if they still make this Peyton's Beehive Baby or not. You can check it out. But I love the nylon. And everybody says, oh, but Mary Maxim still makes the Mellow Spun. It's not the same. I've picked up some of the Mary Maxim Mellow Spun that they have now, the 100% acrylic DK Mellow Spun. It's just not the same. And it's so sad because this is so soft and so beautiful. But I have a whole lot of it. Those 3 cubbies, and I think the one below it still has some in it. I'm going to start hoarding it like I'm hoarding my Joann's yarn, because I don't want it to be gone. But then, you know, my lovely friend Laura from Mimi's Crochet and Farming, hi Lala, thinking of you, she sent me 25 balls of this color, which the color is called on the label, it's called taupe. This is as camel as you're going to get camel. So I'm using it to make another cardigan for myself, for my grandson Jack's high school graduation. But we'll talk more about that at another time. But I just wanted to pop in real quick and show you guys it's done now. And I did this. I did this. I started this Thursday night and I finished it Wednesday afternoon. I want to say, well, right before dinner. We were watching the start of the Cubs game, and I was finished. The longest part of this was sewing in the ends. That took me about 2.5 hours to sew in all the ends because I changed colors every other row. So the next time I do this, I'm not changing colors. I'm just gonna let the yarn do it, or I'm doing it in a solid color, because sewing ends is ridiculous. Somebody sent me in the comments, I don't know if you saw it, that they have a sticker that says, Alexa, sew in my ends, and it never answers her. Alexa, sew in my ends.
Here's what I found.
It's not gonna talk to me. Alexa, stop. Why can't we have somebody to sew in our ends for us? And I know there's probably a way to do it, and I ended up sewing in for 2.5 hours. But you know what? Every hour, every stitch, every curse word, because there were curse words, it was all done with love, and I hope my granddaughter will love it. I think she will, because, you know, there's just something special about a homemade something from your Nina. So with that, you guys, I'm going to let you get back to your Thursday. I told you, short and sweet today. Tomorrow we have yarn, people. We have yarn. I'm so excited to show you what I picked up from Premier when they were having their sales last week. How you doing on your no buying yarn? I got through day 2. Today's day 3. Let's see how that goes. Remember, there's exceptions. I talked on the phone with Jackie yesterday. Jackie from Crochet ADHD. Guys, go over, hit that subscribe button. She's trying to reach that goal. Anyway, we're talking, and she said that she might come up with a challenge to see how many exceptions you can make to the no buy rule. And it was her rule. It was her challenge. So, you know, if you're going to the local yarn shop day, you get to buy yarn. It's a special occasion. If you're going to, I think there's a fiber festival I saw on the internet this coming weekend, somewhere in Texas, I believe, or maybe that was last weekend. I don't know. If you're going to a yarn festival or something special yarn, somebody said they were going on a cruise and there's yarn shops. Hit those yarn shops. Heck yeah, if you're going on a cruise. These are all special occasion things. And if it's a Wednesday and you see a really good sale, by all means jump on it. This was supposed to be fun, but let's see how you're doing. Have you picked out a pattern for the challenge? Have you decided what you're going to make as far as a wearable? Hey, listen, those of you that were saying you want to do shawls, they're not quite garment enough, make it a poncho. Ponchos are garments. They're something you wear. It's kind of like a sweater. Make a poncho, because let's step that next step out of our comfort zone. You guys got this. You're brave enough. So I'm going to get back to my Wednesday. You get back, or no, today's Thursday. Get back to your Thursday. Today is Thursday. Why did I think it was Wednesday? Who knows? Anyway, get back to your day. Because you're probably not even watching this on the day that I'm doing this. So I'm going to let you get back to it. Remember, take care of yourself. Give yourself that little bit of grace. It's going to be okay. Remember to take care of yourself. Be kind to everyone, because you just never know what they're going through. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.